So okay, there it goes. I never know where this thing is going to start and where it's going to stop. I'll eventually learn how this thing goes. Hello there, folks. It is Friday night, July 15th, 8 p.m. on the East Coast. My name is Brian Sapinski, along with my tag team partner, Scott Goldziner, with Lost Over Productions. We welcome you to what's going to be probably the most out of our comfort thing we've done to date. Our debut episode of our anime side of the podcast, Convention Attention. And with us tonight, at least we hope for as long as possible, to help cover our main topic for the night, we've got one of the most esteemed aficionados in all of the world of Sonic fandom, Mr. Dan Drazen. I see you down there. How you doing tonight, Dan?
Hello.
Yeah, this is the first time we're in any way sort of meeting face to face. We've had many conversations over the years with regards to Sonic and things like that. And you just told me before we were on here, this is the first time you've ever done anything like this. True?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to bear with me. My hearing is not good, unfortunately.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Believe me, there's half the time that I'm trying to figure out what's being said as we go along with these things too. So, but we'll make sure to keep everything up to speed. All right. So, just to get you warmed up with the concept of how we do things around here, Dan, because we're going to get to our main topic of the night in just a minute. But for every one of these podcasts, we always start the first little bit with a segment that we call Smash or Trash. Basically, just taking the current up-to-date news in the anime world, just a few of the most select articles, and just giving our appropriate thumbs up or thumbs down. That's pretty much how the opening segment works. All right, so with that thought in mind, the first thing, we might as well just get this out of the gate so we can actually talk about other things. By any chance, Dan, have you joined the Pokemon Go obsession to this point? Is Pokemon Go one of your things? Oh, and somebody's asking to jump in here. While we're trying to get Dan the business here. Scott, you told me that at this point you're not involved in Pokemon Go still yet, right?
Nope.
Do you think at one point you're going to?
Yes.
Okay.
But if I can get the proper phone, if I can get a phone that can actually play it.
Oh, that's your hang-up. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, needless to say, there's been a lot of business, a lot of news with the craze there, and I took some statistics before we got on the air tonight. One of the things said with regards to Pokemon Go, the fact that at this point now, as of yesterday, the Pokemon Go now has been downloaded by 21 million people here in the United States. It officially makes it the top smartphone game in the U.S. of all time. That's a staggering statistic, knowing that this is the number one thing. Does that surprise you in any way at all, Scott?
No. I'm just surprised the servers haven't crashed yet.
Well, I mean, it's frozen a couple of times. I'll say that for the record. It has its hiccups every now and again.
We'll blame that on Team Rocket.
Oh, stop! You with the bad puns again. And in addition, on top of that, the shares in Nintendo went up as much as 25% in Japan following the Pokemon Go release, and the company's market value went up a little over $7 billion over 2 days. So
time to go buy stock in Nintendo.
No, I think that ship sailed. Remember, the rule is you always buy low and sell high. So you're way off the you missed the boat a long time ago.
Yeah, true, but it'll come around again.
Well, the concept is irresistible.
Right.
The idea that you could use a device, a tablet, or a smartphone to be that kind of imaginary window that accesses a fantasy world and the real world together. Because if I understand the concept correctly, you look at the world with your smartphone and you can see Pokemon in your real world. I mean, that is irresistible. That explains why people are like zoning out on this thing. It's it made it. There's a part of me that wonders what took them so long to put this together.
Well, also in a
Because
sense for when
it seems to be what the information age has sort of been working towards all along.
Right.
Just wanted to
well
throw that
when
out there.
well when Nintendo came out with the 3DS, they released while back, I think when 4 came out, and this is Fatal Frame 4, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. They ported the game over to the DS, where they actually made the DS the camera obscure for the game. And then when 5 came out, they incorporated the gamepad for the Nintendo Wii, for the Wii U, into the game as your camera obscure. So you're not, so they're utilizing the technology even with what they have of their current game systems
So piece by
and
piece, the
everything.
technological evolution is getting there. It just that now it just finally managed to get to the smartphones, pretty much. So, and,
Yeah.
and I see you there, John. Yeah, yeah, I see you down there. John Nielsen of Florida Whammy has joined in on the conversation there. Hello there, John.
Hello, how is it up there? It's dark and stormy down here.
It's muggy. That's all.
Oh,
That's
it's
all you
muggy.
need to
That's
know
okay.
about the Jersey, New York area. Although not as
Well,
muggy as yesterday. At least walking back from the festival before I came on the podcast here, it was at least bearable in terms of the heat.
and then,
So
I
when I
assume
went food shop, and
I
when I
assume
went
we're
food
talking about
shopping,
the
it looked like,
Pokemon evolution right
yeah.
now, yeah?
yeah, we're getting through that,
I
but as good as we've all approved about things with Pokemon Go, we can't also ignore the fact that as as you said a second ago, Dan, that yeah, it's a lot of people have really super zoned out and been hypnotized by this game to the point that I don't know. Everything is just so ridiculous with the way people are acting with this, and just knowing that in this past week you've had a person in your area in Chicago, Dan, that got mugged and robbed because he unawarely went to what was deemed a bad part of the neighborhood. You've got two kids in San Diego yesterday that fell off a cliff trying to follow where Pokemon were supposed to be located, and all this.
Brian, and someone in the UK got hit by a car.
someone in Lakeland actually was, and this happened, I believe, the night after the game launched. As I was heading home here in Lakeland, Florida, there was a bad traffic accident with, I believe, 2 fatalities on US 98 on the north side of town where I live. And one of the cars jumped the median. One of the reasons they believe that might have been the cause was somebody on their phone while driving.
Yeah, we thought the texting was bad. Yeah, this is getting to be just as insane. And this is in spite of the fact all of this stuff. It's in spite of the fact that it says the moment that you click on the game, it says please be aware of your surroundings, stay alert at all times. In spite of this warning, in spite of the disclaimer, I mean they're covering their bases with regards to that, and yet as my brother-in-law Chris is saying, we're thinning out the herd still in the process. Darwin's evolution is proving itself again and again here. So I mean like, but so in spite of the warning, just in general, guys, just you know, thumbs up or, or thumbs down. Do you think that with everything that's happening, do you think in spite of the warning, do you think Nintendo is going to face some lawsuits over this? Scott?
Part of the problem is that,
Good.
you know, so many people are aware of their surroundings and they don't like it. You know, the real news is the news what it is, or their surroundings may just be boring if they're at work or school or home or whatever, you know. And they want to goose it up. They want to be able to see Pokemon, My Little Pony, other game characters, you know, just happening in the everyday world for them. I mean, I can have that happen a lot just by using my imagination. I don't have an iPhone or anything like that, but telling people that they got to be aware of their surroundings is, I don't know about that. It's almost like comical to say that because they're using Pokemon Go because they're aware of their surroundings and they're not really jazzed by it. So they have to sort of supplement reality, if you know what I mean.
No, that makes sense.
I mean,
But it's a question of that they're so busy watching. It's the same as when texting first initially exploded. It's the idea that they're looking down so much at the phone that they're not looking up and just watching where they're going.
Yeah, but true.
right. I mean, granted, for me, I'm more of a tabletop person. Give me
Hey,
like a good
brothers.
game, and
We'll give
give
you
me
a
a good
second,
game of like you know, like Dungeons and Dragons or something where where people can all sit around. Call me old school, but you know, I prefer, you know, getting together with a group of people and maybe playing like, you know, like Dungeons and Dragons or something, and you know, using the, you know, and just tuning everything else out and just, you know, using the imagination and getting into like what into the fantasy world of that. Mm. So I'm kind of I'm in the middle. I'll give it a thumb sideways on that one with everything. I think his camera froze again.
Uh-oh.
Fair enough. But what do you think, though?
Mm, I don't know. I mean, we could start probably seeing some potential lawsuits come up for Nintendo. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see.
Internationally, maybe, but I think it's going to be a lot of regional basis.
Why is this thing kicking me out?
It doesn't
I
like
hate when
you,
it does
Brian.
this. No, come on, no. Wait, I haven't dealt with this the first 2 times that we did this, and now just already twice now, it's already giving me problems here. I don't know what the heck it's doing.
Technical difficulties again.
Who knows?
Speaking
I
of
mean-
phones, I'm actually on this from an iPhone.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah, you told me right before you jumped in there. So here, real quick, before I lose it again. So John, what do you think? What chances do you think in terms of any kind of Nintendo facing any lawsuits?
I think there will be at least one, just the sheer, being a person with a math background like yourself, the sheer number of users, it's inevitable somewhere someone's going to sue somebody over something just because that's partly the climate that the U.S. is in. So what'll come from that? Ooh, I really can't tell.
Well, all right, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So whatever. Let's see. Hey Liz, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. I just got back from playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, we're in the middle of that right now at this moment.
You guys
what
are right
do
back.
you
I
think
gotta go
with
eat.
regards to, again, as we said, with all the crazy things that people are doing? Do you think that Nintendo is going to face any lawsuits? Yes or no?
Okay, so my problem with all the dumb things people are doing is you don't need to stare at your phone to play this game. That's what really boggles my mind about how, like, people are running into things all the time. Your phone will vibrate when a Pokemon shows up. You don't need to stare at it. I don't stare at my phone as I'm, like, walking. I might glance down at it quickly if I know a checkpoint is coming up, but my phone vibrates for Pokemon.
Yeah, I think the looking down problem, and I started to vaguely realize it today, was the fact that there's a way to like tell like how far a particular Pokemon is supposed to
Yes.
be away from you. So I think it's a question that people are trying to like visually map out, and they're watching to see if the game is indicating that you're getting closer to said Pokemon. So if it appears that it's getting further away, that's the reason that they're like, oh wait, I gotta start going the other way, and this, that, and the other thing, and I think probably that's why they're zoning.
But I just think, I don't know. I look down at my phone and I'll check that stuff too, and then I look back up because I know I live in a city, and being a very petite girl wandering around the city by myself, I know better than to not pay attention to my surroundings. And like, I've also almost been hit by cars when I'm not even distracted on my phone. So like, I don't know. I feel like there's some common sense to it.
Well, that's one
That
thing.
much is true, yeah.
One
So,
thing is that most people don't have common sense.
well, that's what we're learning.
Apparently.
Yeah, very quick. Oh, and here, Liz, real quick. Do you officially have a team?
Yes,
Who are you?
I am Team Instinct.
You are Team Instinct. Okay. I promised as I passed around, I said I was going to officially declare my team tonight, and I think the fact of the color that I'm wearing right now officially makes my declaration. And I thank everybody that helped me try
I
to
knew it.
view myself. Yes, I'm a mystic. I'm officially a mystic.
I knew it.
I'm
You
officially
guys-
still an Ingress player. I do not play Pokemon Go.
Well, you didn't even give me a proper opinion or whatever. You didn't
course,
finish
I do
giving your
play-
answer. So,
Well,
but
in
that's
Ingress
okay.
it's blue and green, so it's a completely different system.
You mean red and green was the original?
In Ingress, the other Niantic
Oh,
game,
I
which is
see,
what
I
I do
see.
play, it's blue and green.
I
And
gotcha.
that one also gives you the same distance reads like you were saying Pokemon Go does. Only problem is all the distances are metric, so Americans don't know how far it actually is.
Yeah, we gotta learn that conversion table again.
Did you all hear that something really popular being Googled right now is 5 kilometers to miles? Because that's how far you have to walk to hatch eggs.
You guys talking about the new Pokemon Go, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah, I downloaded it the other day. It's really good. I really like it, but I'm not currently all the way up to level 1 team yet. Currently level 3
Any
right
idea
now.
what team you want?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I just go with the flow when it comes to the games.
Most of my friends that play down here are Mystics, so
That's true.
if I were to get in.
Everyone
Well-
tried to convince me to be a mystic. I was like, nah, Team Instinct.
We should have gone Instinct, but we're Mystic.
Anyway, with that, I have to get going, so have a good one, Brian. We'll catch up later, and enjoy the rest of the show.
And the camera froze again. We lost Brian.
Oh no!
You guys lost me as well.
And he's
What the heck
back.
is going on with me tonight? I swear, this is ridiculous. Well, all right, here, wait, real quick. What was the last thing you heard me say before I tapped out again?
Nothing. John just had to. John just had to leave. That's all.
Okay. Anyway, all right. The next item that I was going to try to go on to, whatever the case is, staying in the theme of Nintendo. Nintendo is apparently working with Universal Studios over in Japan, and they are in the process now of making a Nintendo-themed attraction area within Universal Japan. Supposedly, it's actually going to cost more than when the Harry Potter worlds were made, both in Florida and in Japan, all those different
Oh,
places. It's
Brian, just to cue in on that about Nintendo, they're also re-releasing the NES system.
we're getting to that in a second. Yes, so yeah, Nintendo's
Uh,
been very busy lately. So between the Universal thing and now the re-release of the classic in that mini size or whatever, Scott, what do you think? Good thing for Nintendo or bad thing?
well, it'll be good for the retro gamers and people who don't have the NES. I mean, it probably would be a collector. I mean, I still have my Super Nintendo, and that thing still works.
As do I, if I could find where my plugs went.
I got to get new plugs for mine, but no, I think with the re-release of the NES, I think we're good. I think they might also start re-releasing some of the classic games again.
Well, that was something I used to do when we had the virtual console on the Wii, and I know they still kind of sort of do that now on the Wii U and stuff like that. So it's always in there. It's just a matter of
Right.
how to get it.
Maybe
So,
they'll
Liz, you a
maybe they'll
classic
go.
gamer at all?
Oh, I love the older games. I started with Super Nintendo, so I never had the old NES. Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars is forever my favorite game. And
Mine
when my
would be
Super Nintendo broke, I went out and got another one.
my, Mine will always be Metroid and Super Mario All Stars.
All Stars was fun. I never played Metroid when I was younger.
I be just recent while back when I started doing my videos. My first Let's Play was of Super Metroid, 2 hours, 18 minutes it took me to beat the game, 100% completion.
There you go.
Nice.
Yep.
Always
But
pretty
so
impressive there.
back when I played Super Mario RPG, I used to have this habit of naming my files with my initials and then my age. So I started playing that game when I was 6.5 years old, and then you see files that are like 13, and now you see like 23. Timeless game. I love the older stuff.
Yep.
You know what?
We have no picture now of you, Brian.
Yeah, I don't live there. Again, oh, jeez.
Is your Wi-Fi trolling you again?
Oh, really? This.
Me?
Uh,
I'm new to the format here, so I'm
Yeah,
not.
hold on. Yeah, hold on one
I'm
second.
gonna be like so.
Okay, I'm seeing a Pokeball here. Is that a cue or something?
That's just Brian. Hold on.
Nope, he's frozen.
I will do whatever it takes, all in the name of making this darn thing work. Ay, ay, ay. So
And now you're
help
up.
me.
And now
Anyway,
you're upset.
okay.
And now you're
As
upstairs in the
as we
kitchen.
were saying here, so now let me see though, Dan. I think out of all of us that are here at the moment, I think you've always told me that you were the only person that was not in any way, shape, or form a gamer. Correct? You were never a gamer, Dan, right? Is he with us here?
Yeah, he's with
I just
us.
want to make sure I can hear anybody.
Can you hear me?
Oh, great. Now I can't hear any of you. Oh, dear God. Oh, boy.
We hear you.
I am just. I am
Ladies,
cursed tonight.
ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand
Any of
by.
you could read what I am saying. Oh boy, help me. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is just going from bad to worse. Dear God, please help me. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Shit.
Yeah, I can hear you.
And yes, I
Can you
apologize if that got heard.
can you hear us?
I'm gonna go with no.
I promise if anybody can hear me, I am here in spirit. I am trying so hard to feed some news and stuff like that.
All right, hold on. I'm getting.
Yeah,
Let's see. I can hear him too.
Go on about that, Scott, for a second.
I can hear, but I can't always understand the words. That's that's
Yeah.
me. I got some hearing loss.
Thank you. You can hear me, Liz. I can't hear any of you. Okay. All right. Assuming that you can hear me, the next item that I have on the docket here is with regards to we mentioned last week about a lot of new anime that was premiering. As it turns out, that was from Sentai Filmworks. We listed a whole bunch of anime. It turns out now Funimation just made a lot of their upcoming dates for English broadcast dubs of a lot of their anime known. Everything from D. Grayman Hallow to Servamp. Let's see. The Ends of Hope's Peak High School, both the Future and the Despair arc. First Love Monster, Love Live Sunshine. The list goes on. There's so many different anime that are listed here or whatever. I'm gonna put it in the hangout here. I'm gonna cue the link again. Hopefully you guys could see that link for a second there, and just some of the other things that are coming out soon and things like that. And I'll trust that you guys can hear each other, and please feel free to offer your opinions as to, from this list, which anime you're most looking forward to seeing.
I'm
Well,
most excited
since
for
I've seen-
Danganronpa.
Well, I've seen D. Grayman in the original Japanese format, and I am sticking to my sub. Thank you.
I'm very excited to get more Danganronpa because I've really enjoyed the first two games, reading through them, and I really want to see where they take it next because it sounds like it's going to be a wild ride.
Sorry, guys. Wait again. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm back. Sorry, you guys.
Yep. So for me, I've seen going on this list here. I've watched see, none of these actually, to me, I don't know. Lately I haven't been, I haven't been watching any of the subs and everything. I mainly strike that, reverse it. I haven't been watching any of the dubs. I've been watching, like the newer stuff that's been coming out in Japan over on Crunchyroll. So, and everything. So, I mean, that.
Oh, please tell me you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you, and we can hear you in double.
Well, I figured that. Give me 1 second. I'll figure that out.
Technical difficulties.
I know, this is so hilarious to you guys. Now am I coming in single?
You sound
Yeah,
good, brother.
Oh,
and
thank
we're not,
God.
and we're gonna make it double.
Oh, stop that, please. Got enough scaring me. I've had enough freakouts for one night here. Oh.
Team Rocket reference. Gotta love it.
I'm literally circling around here trying to get to the bottom of this and figure out what the heck it is that's
Kicking you off.
Yeah, exactly. No, really, this is beyond freaking me out. I have no idea what is going on. So
We'll figure it out later. Let's just move on with the show.
okay, that's fair. That's fair enough. Okay, all right. You guys did get the list that I sent there, correct?
Yes.
I need
With the new anime. Okay. Now that I can actually hear you guys, I'm sorry if any of you said any of this already. All right. Among all the different Funimation dubs that are coming within the next month or so, are there any in that list that any of you are really most looking forward to?
I don't watch dubs. I only watch subs.
Well, okay, I understand that, but I mean, in terms of these being English translations for these shows or whatever, are there any of them that you're a genuine fan of?
I don't watch. Like I said, I don't support. Well, not really.
Not among these. I guess it's something we're gonna have to do our research, aren't we here? Liz, something I saw your reaction. Was there something on the list that excited you?
Yes, there is.
Which one?
Danganronpa. I am a very big fan of the Danganronpa games, and I'm really excited to see more of it coming to America, because then maybe we'll get the light novels, and like we've gotten the 3 games so far, and I also just really want to see what wild ride they're going to take us on this time.
Aha, so noted there. Let's see. Dan, as you're looking through the lists there, because I know you've got a decent anime background, Dan. Any of the ones that you see there that you're looking forward to, or at least that you're aware of? He's in there or whatever. Here, what? Here, while you're checking the list, Dan, Chris, did you figure out your end of the camera? I can tell you're in there. I can't hear him. Can you guys?
No, not yet,
brother.
You keep like jumping in and out there. I can tell you're in there somewhere though.
Oh, my phone's not done.
Who is that?
That was me. My phone's gonna friggin' die again.
Yeah, take it easy on there, Charles. We'll get you in there.
Sorry, guys. It's just been busy. It's been a rough day.
No, that's fine.
Imagine. All right. Well, anyway, here. All right, but like I said, a lot of different ones on that list there. Like I said, take a look at that list over on AMA News Network. Any of you guys watching out there, hopefully you're still watching when you get the chance. All right, and okay, that's pretty much what we got for that side of things on the Smash or Trash. All right, so now let's get to the main business for tonight. I find it very hard to believe that it's been 25 years since we saw Sonic the Hedgehog officially make his debut in the video game world, and it's been definitely for all of us a very long, strange trip. Now, the first thing I want to just get out of the way, everybody that is here tonight, at least as far as I am aware, is here with some different combination of backgrounds with regards to Sonic's history. Like Scott, I know, for instance, your depth into Sonic is primarily the original games from the Genesis days, correct?
up until Sonic 3, up until the lock-on game, Sonic up until
Right.
the
Exactly. Right. The original trio, quad if you count the Knuckles lock on it into that one.
I count Sonic and Knuckles as Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which is actually the completed game for
I
it.
understand. All right. All right. So you come into it that. Now I know for myself personally, I come into it with a combination of a little bit of the Genesis games, a little bit of the Dreamcast. Okay, I see you're holding up the Sonic Adventure 2 Liz there. I've got a little bit of everything in me because I got a little bit of the games. I got a lot of the American cartoons within that. A little bit of a mix of the anime and a lot of the comics, which I know in Dan's case, Dan is the foremost one knowledge-wise with the comics. So and all the cartoon history that came with those. All right, but just to and Liz, just for the record, like, what officially is your Sonic background?
So I grew up not realizing that you could play things other than Mario games. So I think the big thing that got me into it was when they started airing some of the Sonic anime. I definitely watched that because that was my Saturday morning cartoons. And then I adore Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, especially for City Escape. I played City Escape so many times just to hear that soundtrack.
Oh, okay. So you got a lot of music background coming into that.
Well, I can actually say something about Sonic 3 and Knuckles with the music background of that.
What's
it's
that?
that it's a fact that the late King of Pop actually helped come up with the music for that.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Well, my
'Cause if
favorite
you
is Sonic the Hedgehog 2000 Sonic Adventure. The first one, I loved it because of the music. The music in that
'Cause
game was so awesome.
If you take a listen,
Mm-hmm.
and this is true, if you listen to Ice Cap Zone and then listen to Smooth Criminal, the melody is somewhat syncs up to that, especially the chorus line.
There's actually some kind of.
Yeah, but he dropped, I guess, in some way that his name does not appear in the credits. So I think that was around the time when when all that scandal was going on with him, or he dropped out of the project because he didn't like the way that the sound was coming out of the Genesis.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So that's
But
what's supposed to be the secret there.
Yeah, but his influence is in the game, and there is research, there is documentation on that. I believe it's on. You guys go ahead and talk more about it. I'll look up the information on that to you and provide the link for that.
All right, not a problem. While we're in the category of the games there, because several of us have our game experience there, and we've seen from what the original Genesis games were. We've seen those, and we've seen what they've evolved into over the years, like when we got to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and when it further evolved into a lot of the games that currently exist now for the Wii, between the things like with the Sonic Unleashed, where he became the Werehog. What we've seen happen with Shadow the Hedgehog getting his own title, the Sonic and the Black Knight, and all the different spins on the story and things like that. And then, of course, the much maligned Sonic 2006, which I know a lot of people still herald as one of the worst Sonic games of all time. Is there anybody that cares to refute that claim?
It's
Never
the Black. Well, a Let's Player that I do not like actually said in his Sonic 3 and Knuckles LP, which I did a more superior job in. Look me up, Sukune007 on YouTube. He actually forced his friends to play the game, Sonic 06. He literally he literally forced his friends to play the game.
How did they like him afterward?
I don't know, and I really don't give, and I really don't care
Bite your
about
tongue.
him.
Bite your tongue.
No, but I'm gonna be serious. I don't like him. He's
Well, okay, we got it. We got it. We got the message. But in any event, but Liz, have you ever heard about how bad the '06 on the Xbox was?
I think one of my friends was playing through it and just comments on how terrible it is, but how she can't stop playing it.
Oh,
Like, it's like a train wreck. She just needs to keep going.
let me jump in.
Sonic game is the bottom line.
Let me interject here.
Oh, you found your information?
Found my information. Comes from us to www.soniczone0.com. Sonic 3 and Michael Jackson. It is listed here.
Wow.
Elements of this is where I got that whole thing with Smooth Criminal. Elements of Ice Cap Zone have been suspected in Who Is It and Smooth Criminal. And Jam has an unbelievably similar notes to the closing of Carnival Night Zone.
That's going to be interesting. That now we're going to have to listen to
sadly we
side by side and everything.
Yeah.
The other thing is I'll post the link. It's under Sonic 3, and then click on the miscellaneous tab. I'm gonna copy and paste this right now. Hold on. So I'm gonna put the link here in the thing, and that is from Zone 0. Everything you need to know about the original Sonic, the classic Sonic games, from Sonic the Hedgehog to Sonic CD.
Yeah, I'm checking that out right now.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah. So
it's got maps of all the zones. It's got everything.
Yeah, nowadays you could probably find just about everything in terms of all those layouts and things like that. But if you guys each individually had to pick what is the best or the definitive game out of all of the Sonic history to date, because now we've already pegged that '06 was probably the worst. I mean, we did the Card Shark survey on it. We asked if Sonic fans genuinely thought that '06 was a good game, and what was the final count? Did we say 15? I think it was.
Yes, and I want to know who those 15 are, so I can send after them to.
Oh, stop! You with the puns again. Once again, folks, Scott will get any chance to make any sort of pun that he can. He will never stop. So be prepared for every single. Yeah, I've got the official count here from our servers. Yeah, 15 said they genuinely thought it was a good game. And you know what? To each their own. That's fine. But let's get the best ones out. The one we think is the best one out of the way. Scott, for you, best Sonic game of all time.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
The one, obviously, the one you do the Let's Play for, naturally. But what made it the best for you?
Basically, the gameplay, the music, of course, and double on that with the music after I found out that the late King of Pop worked on the music for that. The ability to play as all the characters, so the ability to play as Sonic, the ability to play as Tails, and the ability to play as Knuckles, and exploring the levels differently and everything, and each character having their own feel to it.
Makes sense there. Okay, getting that additional perspective that you couldn't have before.
and the ability and the save feature. So the ability that you could act that the game actually saves the zone that
Okay.
you're on. So, but of course I can sit through and I play the game straight through. I don't need the save feature. Lives don't matter. Continues don't matter to me. It's
Nowadays, yeah, you gotta be careful, Scott. Unfortunately, nowadays you can never say the phrase "lives don't matter." Unfortunately.
well, I mean,
Welcome
in
to
video,
2016. I know what you meant, but I'm just saying.
in the terms of video game,
I
the extra.
know. I know.
Well, no, I'm just clearing it up to
I
that.
gotcha.
No,
I gotcha. Okay, let's see. So let's see, Liz. For you, best Sonic game ever.
I would like to preface this by saying I own maybe. Hey, one sec, my cat's climbing. I would like to preface this by saying I really don't play a lot of Sonic games. I own 2, maybe 3. But I do adore Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and it's sort of the same reasons. Like, you play as all the characters, and you get all these different levels, and you play Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, however her name's pronounced, and that was
Rouge.
really cool. And then I also adored having those little baby Chowls. I think that's what they're called, that you got to take care of and carry them around and nurture them and make them grow up into happy little Chows.
Tamagotchi are.
And that was really fun. Yeah, you got to have your little Tamagotchi thing in the middle of Sonic.
That's true enough. That's true enough there. Who knows? Let's see. Chuck, you with us, buddy?
Right here, bro.
All right. How about for you? Any Sonic games that really stood out for you the most?
Sonic Adventure 1.
Okay, the first adventure. Okay, why the first one?
Like I said, a great plot, great story. I love the music. And of course, you gotta play as all the original characters, but I love the music in it. My favorite song in that game was Unknown from Emmy Knuckles music.
Okay. Yeah, definitely with the Dreamcast, you had a big chance to to really expand upon the universe and make it. And it was interesting. I mean, I'll agree with you in that aspect, Chuck, in the fact that they had the ability to, with everybody, each of those core 6 characters, Sonic, Amy, Tails, Knuckles, Big and Gamma, everybody having their own story, but they all have their way of interacting with each other. You see where the crossovers take place and stuff like that. So everything still ultimately comes together in one final package at the end, even though everybody's still doing their own individual story. And probably up until that point, no other game really managed to do that. So, or at least no game in the Sonic franchise managed to do that. So from that respect, it probably was the best one. Two was very good as well, but 1 initially set the tone because that started the
I never played 1.
Oh, you should. It's really good.
I think on the GameCube, though, I think they released a #1 director's cut. I'm pretty sure.
No, you're thinking no for the GameCube.
Yeah.
For the GameCube and the PlayStation 2, they released the Sonic Mega Collection, which was 1, 2, 3 Knuckles, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Spinball, all the Game Gear games in there, and then you had some other.
No, but that's not the one I'm talking about, though. No, not that. That's all the Genesis and the Game Gear stuff. No, that's not what I mean. No. On the GameCube, and I'm pretty sure I have it in the cabinet somewhere. They did release a quote unquote director's cut of Sonic Adventure 1. They did release that on the GameCube as well as Adventure 2 Battle.
Right.
So they're both there. So it does still exist if you get a chance to pick it up. All right. So, all right. So we got the game side of things covered. Okay, now let's get into the animation. And the animations had its own long list of twists and turns and things like that. So it started. The first main animations began here in America. We were the first ones to do it, at least as far as I know. And those began back in 1993. Now there were two main animations that existed. You had a 5-day-a-week syndicated series that was the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, the more comical of the two. That one consists of just Sonic, Tails, and Robotnik, along with a couple of Robotnik's Badnik robots that were
Scratch and Grounder.
yes, the infamous
Oh, I love that.
Super Secret Sonic Search and Smash Squad. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Yeah, right, man.
And also, we can't forget about Coconuts, too. Who
Oh,
is
yes,
also
Coconuts.
in Sonic 2 Zone 1
Yes,
of
we know.
Sonic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, understand. All three of them came from Sonic 2.
Scratch was
No,
not
it was
in.
in there.
No, no, it
gotta
wasn't.
search carefully, but he's in there.
I know Grounder was in Aquatic Ruin Zone. I know that, because he would always come out through the wall.
Okay,
Snooping as usual, I see.
I'm trying to get my memories with regards to where they came up, but I know they all exist somewhere, wherever the case is. So there was that. But then apart from that one, there was another version that was on ABC Saturday mornings, and this is the one that brought a lot of Sonic fans like myself into the fandom. Now, granted, I didn't see it when it was initially on. I caught it in cable reruns years later, and that was like I said, it was on ABC Saturday mornings. It ran for 2 seasons, 26 episodes. It's believed that it didn't make it further because it was constantly up against Power Rangers and getting crushed. But that was the one that put Sonic in a more serious tone. It put it more in tone with reference to just there's so many ways I could talk about this. I mean, it made Robotnik a lot more sinister. It made him darker. Yeah, and just the idea of his idea of turning animals into robots a legitimate total threat. So that was the big key. And it introduced a lot of, unfortunately, admittedly, just American characters. Because these American characters never officially got into the what do you call it?
Freedom Fighters.
The video games, except for Spinball. It never officially got into those, and that was you're talking about Princess Sally, you're talking about Bunny Rabbit, Antoine Dulcie, even Robotnik's nephew Snively. But all of those were made in conjunction with the new Archie comic book that was coming out at about the same time. They kind of started together, but I think the comic was officially first, if I'm not mistaken. So if somebody could just back me up on that. But
okay.
Wait, hold on, you've got some comics there, Liz?
Yes, I have the old VHS tapes.
Oh, you've got the VHS tapes. Yes, somewhere up here, somewhere upstairs.
And I also have the.
Okay, that's the Adventures. That's the syndicated one.
That's what I liked right there.
But yeah, I like this series. It was interesting. I remember reading about it years later.
There was supposed to be a season 3 to the show, but I think the reason why ABC dropped the show was that it got too much darker in depth of the show.
Well, the whole thing with the girl's father was really dark, I remember.
Right.
So,
excuse me, guys.
You're traveling now. What is this? Everybody's on the move tonight. It's getting crazy here.
I'm gonna be on the
I'm not moving anywhere. I'm right here. I just had to get up to turn
So
the
you're
light
the
on.
I'm
one.
at my parents' house, so
I've
all my
already had to move rooms. Chris is moving rooms now. At least you're keeping everything in one piece, you two.
And you, for now.
Yeah. I think I'm working now. I'm
You are?
afraid.
What, you're doing summer school now?
No. That's not what I meant. You take me too seriously here. Okay, here. I'm just gonna try one thing real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm
You're
just
coming
trying
in
to.
double again.
Oh, great.